Howdy Yuletiders. It's time for episode 2 of Noi's trip back to Phuket. Please excuse the croaky, hoarse voice. I've still not finished coughing yet after flu stroke COVID, and I've just rebooked my tickets back to the States this morning, so let's hope I continue to improve. Anyway, for episode 2, let's go back to December the 10th. Noi had been back here around about 3 weeks by that time, so we were starting to settle back into a life together, although it actually took the whole of the 4 months to finally accomplish that. Anyway, on this particular day, there was a very large beach festival, and it had been going on for, I don't know, a few days, but this was the last day, so we wanted to come down and check out the beach at night time and listen to some music, and gave me a chance to do some night shots up and down Soi Bangla as well, so some good night shots. Oh, what's today? It's December the something or other, about the 10th, I think, and I'm down here with in Patong Beach with Noi and Poi, and we're gonna walk around. It's the last day of some kind of festival, so there'll be, you know, food and music and God knows what else, so it'll give me a chance to photograph this, which is Soi Bangla, but to video it at night. So, you know, I'll get back to you later when the sun goes down, and hopefully it will look a lot nicer then. But walking around here nowadays, one thing that really strikes you is that the whole place just stinks of marijuana, you know, which is thanks to my ex-wife, is a smell that I really hate. You know, the whole place is one big dope den, so I'm not too crazy about that. But after nightfalls, this will take on a whole different atmosphere, but already the bars are filling up. As you can see, one bar after another, and the business will be going on way into the early hours of the morning. But unfortunately I have my car here, so I will have to stay sober. What a shame. Never mind. We're coming out of Soi Bangla now, going close to the beach road. There we are. There's Noi ahead of us. Ah, yes. They do have a stage. I didn't see it yesterday, but this is where the festival is going to be. And it's time, I think, to fight our way across the road. So, of course, this is high season now. And as usual, my mind goes back to COVID era when I was the only white guy in town. Boy, how much it's changed. Can't stop harking back on it, really. But here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Carnival at Patong 2024. And as usual, with all of these Thai festivals, it's just like 99% food. They're kind of fixated on it, really. That's all they care about, is eating. You know, if this was in America, there'd be all sorts of craft stalls with people making stuff and painting pictures and selling them and God knows what else. But in Thailand, it's all food. So the light's starting to fade pretty quick now, so I guess we're gonna walk down here. More food, more food. It all looks good. Well, it all is good, but it's like the same thing repeated over and over and over again. I mean, in this thing, we've had a microcosm of barbecued stuff, potatoes, here's corn and maybe a bit of fish. Yeah.
Let me show you love, oh no pretend. Stay by my side, but I'm always different. Oh, John,
welcome to the carnival at Patong. Okay, let's proceed, sir. Just as a matter of interest, now it's almost dark, but this camera is on its low light setting, so you'd never know it, would you? Let's go and take a look at the beach. Here we are. All the chairs packed away, all the umbrellas packed away. Just practicing my hands. I never get the hang of it. It's always backwards for me. Always backwards. I saw that arse before. Very, very nice. And they got all the fishing boats out there now. Again, because of this camera setting, it's all a bit masked, but they got their lights flashing. No, they're not fishing boats. They're just pleasure craft. Let's take a walk up the beach towards the stage. I've got a feeling I'm going to be putting some commentary in on this later. It's been a long time since I've shot any video, and I've got a huge backlog of clips I can use, which maybe I'll have to stitch together on the front end of this. But yeah, I've been very remiss. I mean, Noi has been back here now for maybe between 2 and 3 weeks, and it's been a bit of a whirlwind of getting used to each other again, and all this stuff. It's not been easy. You've got two alpha personalities, alpha human beings. I'm an alpha male and she's an alpha female, and we're living in the same house, and compromises have to be made, you know. I better not get too close to this stage, otherwise you won't be able to hear what I'm saying, and I'll probably get some kind of copyright strike. It's all a load of what people of my generation would call disco bullshit. Big problem for me tonight, of course, is that I've got to drive home, and my beer supply is strictly limited, so I have to be careful. It comes to the old alcoholic's trick of concealing what you've been drinking, but you know, driving around here is so murderous that you can't really afford to take too many risks, even if you're as experienced at it as I am. And here you can see the stage behind me, and like I said, I'm not getting too close to it because you won't be able to hear anything I say. Not that you want to anyway. Well, I'm not sure if you can hear me above all of this, but here we are late at night, and of course all the speedboats are operating much later, and here we come. Someone's coming into land here. Someone's coming into land. They've landed. It's just amazing. It's incredibly skilled job. Because the consequences of fucking that landing up with all these people around is just, well, too much to even think about. This low light setting on this camera is brilliant because it's now almost completely dark, but you just wouldn't know it. It looks just like a lovely manufactured cloudscape. But believe me, I can't see much. It's almost like a ruddy night scope, you know? Now I have to be careful. I need to go between here and there, but wow, he just landed right over our heads. Absolutely amazing. Best landing shot I've ever taken. I was just thinking that this was my chance to get a surreptitious beer when no one was looking, but unfortunately I left my bag with my missus, so sorry, my wallet with my missus, so I got no money. Oh, how have the mighty fallen. But anyway, this is what Patong Beach looks like after night. And on the way home, on the way back to the car, we'll walk down Soy Bangla, and you can see the cauldron, which I wanted, that section I wanted to video to finish off the Alegria video that I was making. So I'll probably use that twice. Here we are now, this section, almost completely dark. Stinking dope, that's all you smell around here. God, I hate it. Yeah, so it's just amazing. I'm so impressed with this little camera. I've said it many times before, but I just wish I'd have, well, it wasn't on the market when I really needed it, when I was struggling with the bigger cameras, but it's the answer to everything. And here we see Weed Station. Yeah, that just sums up happy cannabis, you know. Place has really turned into a shithole. Well, it was a shithole before, but now it's a drug den as far as I'm concerned. I got very strong feelings about dope after my ex-wife. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't really care about it at all, but she poisoned my mind in so many ways. We're coming up now to my old friend, and let's see if we can see him here. Here he is, my old friend. Him and me, we went through COVID together. He was out here when there was no one else around, and I was the only white man in town. In those days, they put a mask on him so that he wouldn't infect anyone else. But he's still here, and I'm still here. It's amazing to think all those years, all those bloody years. Well, I'm back at the pre-arranged meeting place, but no one's here, so it looks like I've got to stay here and wait. Reminds me of a little scene from Alegria. They told me to wait right here. I'm still waiting.
He said, don't move. He said, don't move.
Just on a personal note, it strikes me at times like this that, you know, I'm just better off and happier on my own. Maybe it is because I'm somewhere in the autistic range, but, you know, I just find it so hard to deal with people being around me. Maybe it's because I've been alone most of my life, I don't know, but here I am. They've all gone off and I found myself alone here, and apart from the fact I got no money so I can't buy a beer, it's easier for me, you know. I don't have to worry about anything, so it's strange to have to come to terms with this shit towards the end of your life, but that's the way it is. Well, as you can see, it's really after dark that this place comes alive, and it's great for photography and video making. You know, the colours are beautiful. And so you can see here, I'm just one of the many people walking around taking photos and taking videos. Okay, now we're about to enter the cauldron. You've seen it in the movie. Every city has a place called the cauldron. This is it. And you can see that it is not dissimilar to the place that we saw In the Alegria movie. A place where foreign countries go to export their misery and where foreigners come to feel better about themselves. I don't come down here very often, but this time I just thought I'd jump at the chance to take a walk down. Most of the time I just can't be bothered and I stay at home at night. I'm not really a nighttime person anymore. But this is like one of those love it or hate it places. It's really like Disneyland for adults. You know, the sex industry is located in this street, and if that's what you want, then you can find it. But people bring their families down here to walk around and check out what's going on in the cauldron. Perfectly legit married couple being shown into one of the many bars. You want to come in for a beer? Yeah, no problem. Don't worry about the girls. They just blend into the background. This must be the main employer of young girls from Isan, from the northeast Thailand, where my girlfriend and her family come from. How many years off and on have I been walking this street? Not stalking this street, just walking it. And really it's changed a hell of a lot over the last 20-25 years. You don't see so many, or if any, of the lady men anymore walking around in the exotic Brazilian type costumes and making money from people wanting to have their photo taken with them, for instance. You don't see any of that anymore, at least I haven't noticed it. But you've got to admit, it's great photographically if you've got a decent camera like this little puppy that I'm using here, the DJI camera. It's really fabulous at night. I've hung out in this bar a couple of times, and I notice here that since I last came down here, they've added on-street, I won't say dining, but on-street boozing, which is, I'm surprised they were allowed to do it, but it's a walking street, so pretty well anything goes in this country. But yeah, this one here is a very large building that contains a large number of very small bars, and there's probably a big nightclub on the upper floor. The lights down this end of the road are always pretty good. Yes, a real treat to be able to come down and walk the walking street at night. It's been many months or even a couple of years since I've done it, and we're now approaching the far end, the other end of Soy Bangla, and that little turn off to the right there is where I normally cut through in the daytime to cut this last little bit off. Yes, we're approaching the very end now. That's a big nightclub, Bollywood, on the right hand side, and this one just coming up on the right, Red Hot, is it? I used to go in there a lot. I used to love sitting in there and just people watching, and I still would if I had the chance, but here we are, we're at the end. And I'm now standing in front of Jung Silon. Again, very rare for me to see it all lit up at night like this. So I'm just gonna walk inside and walk through the internals on my way back to where the car is parked, or on my way back to the hotel. Not sure who we're gonna meet, but but don't forget I'm with Noi and Poi, so they're around somewhere, but it looks to me like I made my own way back to the hotel. So there's always street performers around and whatever. If you live here it gets a bit samey, but it's great for tourists. And there we have it. 24 minutes, it's a bit longer than I really wanted, but it's a very useful video. I'm surprised I got as much out of all of these clips as I did, although let's face it, I did. This is one of the rare times over that 4 months that I went out with my Pocket 3 with the intention of shooting a video. Obviously it shows, and there's some great night shots in it, so I hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.